Hi Aries, this is your reading for April 15th through the 30th, 2020. So this is your bi-weekly reading for Aries sun, moon, and rising signs. I hope you're enjoying your extended monthly readings in addition to your bi-weeklies. Six card reading for you today. We're going to use one of the oracle decks for an additional message. If you're not finding your sun signs resonating, however, guys, do check out your rising and moon signs. Those could be helpful. Messages for Aries, April 15th to April 30th. Messages for Aries, sun, moon, rising, April 15th to the 30th. So we do have the Knight of Cups jumping out here, as you can see. Super sweet energy, very, very kind, sensitive, poetic, maybe even artistic, psychic energy that is definitely Pisces. 12th house energy that could be a message for one of you, all of you, some of you. We'll see if it shows up in your reading today, guys. Messages for Aries, sun, moon, rising, April 15th through April 30th. All right, guys, let's get your cards out. If you've been watching for a while, you've noticed the background change a little bit. I hope you like this layout. It's a lot brighter, and hopefully you guys like it a lot better than the other layout. All right, so starting off with some really strong energy coming out of a somewhat dark period there with the Five of Pentacles in your past. Look at that gorgeous Ace of Cups. And just feeling a little bit nonchalant about something. Bottom of the deck energy, we have our second 5 here. So as I just mentioned, we have a 5 in your recent past. The 5 is the underlying energy here, guys. I'm going to suggest is around this time period from the 15th to the 30th. And it's just something you might be experiencing or having to appreciate or come to terms with. Out of all the 5s, really this is the most exciting and productive, frankly. So, don't read too much into this. It's not negative necessarily. There just could be a lot of friction, some action here, but toward a common goal. This is generally within the workplace or an enterprise. So this could be a home business or your coworkers or just even in a relationship, something that you're working on together. A little bit of friction, but it's all going to work out. It's going to be fine. Maybe just try to have some patience with someone else right now or ask that they have some patience with you. All right, let's get into the situation here, guys. 8 of Pentacles, really gorgeous energy, right? So we have some nice solid pentacle energy here for you. And, we're really looking at a sense of awareness. You're completely aware of what you are capable of, where you're going, how much work is involved, how much patience this is going to require. And, essentially this is, not enterprise. What's the word for it? It's not worker, apprentice. You can tell I haven't been speaking to many people recently. This is apprentice energy, right? And then we're dealing with the 8s. So there's a sense of achievement, advancement, a realization here. Definitely don't throw the baby out with the bathwater because your recent past here has led you to this place. So you're definitely, even if it feels like a struggle, definitely stick with it. Something you've put a lot of time and energy and patience into, it will pay off, okay, guys? Here in the reason for this, okay? So this is the reason for the 8 of Pentacles. This is the Gemini-ruled Lovers card. So we have a major decision, right? So you have to make a decision around something that is actually going to work out in your favor. It is lovely to see also, even though they have their designated positions, it's always interesting to see what these cards fall on top of as a layout, right, outside of their designated positions. So, you worked really hard. You need to defend this. There's a lot of heart. You're going to choose something with the heart here. Source energy. You're really going to be able to free yourself through what may even look like on the surface to be a difficult decision. But it's going to be one that is highly I would say supported, okay? Source or love or God, whatever your words are for that feeling or for that energy, definitely supported here. And you're feeling the love or you're sharing the love here. And you're really looking at something or you're asked to look at a decision that you may need to make at the end of the month here through the lens of love, through the lens of faith and hope and love and peace etc. So I think you're feeling a lot better about a decision you've recently made, or you feel more maybe confident to go ahead and make an important decision right now. Here in our recent past, right, here's where we're looking at the Five of Pentacles. This was kind of down and out energy. This is really feeling forlorn, rejected. Now, Pentacles can speak to health, but it also can speak to, you know, the learning process, money, income, expenditures, in terms of feeling like you don't have enough. This is, you know, I know it's not the cups necessarily, but the Five of Pentacles is going to make you feel as though you don't have enough, you don't know what you're doing, etc., etc. It's the card of lack or perceived lack. And this is what I'm suggesting now, that, you know, you've either are in the process of or are about to make a decision to help yourself out of a perceived lack here and, you know, level up, okay? Again, you know, there might be a little bit of chatter or some discord or even something that feels a little bit chaotic around that. But it's exciting. If you can use that excitement to your advantage, you can really gain and grow from that. And again, it sits on top of the Four of Cups, which is a little bit of a rest. It's a little bit of a reprieve, you know, emotionally from something that was a little bit daunting. So that's nice. Here in the position of our present, right? So this is where you're defending something, very likely a decision that you're about to make or have made. But again, it sits under the Eight of Pentacles, so it's a very positive, informed, even if it's slow-moving energy or a slow-moving process at this point, I think you're going to feel confident. You know, you have something to protect. You have something to defend here. Here's this gorgeous, always welcome Ace of Cups. You know, and this is a clarity. This is something, there's a purity here. This is a seed of hope for you. It falls right under the Lovers, as you can see. You know, you could even be dealing with a Gemini. If this is a love reading for you, it could be expressing love or commitment or faith around a love, someone you're in love with. Or, you know, Gemini is also the third sign. It's ruled by Mercury. This could be about communication, learning. Generally, as an air sign, this is about intellectual activity. So, you know, maybe you're falling in love with what you're learning, or you're being asked to do that, or you're learning to love what you're learning. That could be a major theme for you as well. And then, like I said, so your advice card here with the Four. So there is like a predictability, there's a stability here. So this is nice, right? Like I said, as an advice card, just try to chill on the emotions if you feel like you're getting out of whack. If you feel like I said, it sits right under this sort of, you know, perceived lack, perceived or real, right? You could be in an actual bind. You could have been in an actual bind. But, you know, the Four of Cups is really just saying, although it's uninspired, although there's not some friction here or a lot of activity at all here, this might be just, generally speaking, a nice emotionally resting period for you, okay? So, again, you could even require or desire some stability, even if it feels a little bit boring at this time. It could be welcome. So, and like I said, with the Five of Wands as the bottom of the deck energy, so energy for this time period behind the scenes, this is actually probably going to feel a little bit refreshing or even welcome at this time. All right, guys, so let's get a medicine card message for you. Overall, guys, nothing really difficult, nothing really dissatisfactory, upsetting, nothing like that. In fact, it looks like you've pulled out of something that was very challenging or, oh, I thought one jumped, or unsettled you in some way. It could have made you feel like you were lacking or weren't enough, didn't have enough, etc. But that appears to be fading, okay, at least by the end of the month here. Also, if you haven't checked out your monthly reading, obviously that's a really extended message in your monthly. You get a lot more cards, a lot more interpretations. So there could be some extra messages for you there. These two guys jumped out for you. So we have Coyote and Grouse. We have Sacred Spiral here with the Grouse, and then we have Trickster with Coyote. So Trickster is just, you know, Coyote I'm looking at right now. we're really just looking at it a sense of trying to have fun. Don't let yourself get tricked up. Don't set yourself traps. If there's something you know doesn't work, stop doing it. If there's someone you can't rely on, stop, looking to them for answers, etc., etc. Basically, we're just going to avoid repeating patterns of mistakes, especially if you don't think there's anything else to learn there, right? You're going to walk away from that. And then here with the gross is sacred spiral. So I'm seeing both like this sense of getting yourself out of perhaps even a financial or even health situation here. It is next to a learning card. It could just be about an element of personal growth as well. And this is always a challenge, no matter who we are or at what stage in our lives we are. But you're built for this, Aries, right? You're built for this. And you've got sacred spiral over here reminding you that everything is going exactly the way it ought to be. Even if things are difficult right now, try to have some faith in the process, have some faith in your decisions, and in your own sense of knowing what to do. You will know what to do if anything does arise that is sudden or out of the ordinary. So that is your reading. Bi-weekly reading for April 15th through April 30th, 2020. I hope this finds you well and in good spirits, everybody. Please enjoy the other videos for your sign, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care. Bye for now.